Welcome to the Consumers. My name is Greg Warren. I'm here with Sean O'Brien.
Good morning, Gregory.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good now. I had a little rough. I have issues with my printer at my home, and so I just flipped out for the last hour. And
we'll get to that in a second.
We're going to get to it later.
Convy is also here.
Good morning. A rare morning taping for the Consumers.
Yeah, pretty
like
crazy.
It.
Yeah, this is.
We're doing a 10 a.m. taping because Tim has some Ludo rehearsals.
That's right.
Tim also has an amazing amount of nerve. This morning, texted me. We're doing Folgers today, and Tim texted me, forgetting that I wasn't the green room crew from back when he was a rock star. Said, I haven't had my coffee yet. I need the coffee to be ready at 10 a.m. when I show up.
All right, requests.
Yeah. So I got here early. He did say that.
It's not exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's pretty
you get it
close.
out, and then I'll talk.
And then and he wasn't here at 10. He was here at 10:05.
Well, Sean and I were talking on the front porch. We had
I don't care
things to
at
go
all.
over.
Yeah, don't care at all. So you want to explain that?
Yeah.
You did say I'm not having my morning coffee because
Because why? Why didn't I have it this morning?
So you could have the Folgers.
Well, because I was asked to not have.
I said, hey
sent
guys,
a text.
hold off on your morning coffee. Yeah,
Totally, which is fine. But I was up at 5 this morning, and I didn't have coffee at Greg's request because I agree with you. I think it'd be good for the pod, but I was just all I was doing was confirming that in fact that was still the plan and that there'd be Folgers here.
I scrambled around, but you weren't here.
Did you
That's
have
all
a
I was
caffeine
doing.
replacement beverage?
Well, no, I wasn't. It's no. I think his ask was, let's let it wake us up.
Yeah.
Right. So no, I didn't. I thought about it, but again, I've been up for 5 hours. I'm hurting right now.
This is the Folgers breakfast blend that we are having. It's a mild coffee. So
yeah, let's get in here.
Thanks for putting it together.
Not really a coffee drink. Randy was the one who made it.
Thank you, Randy.
Said he's got a special recipe that he knows. Who taught you that recipe, Randy?
I wouldn't say so much that it is. Why am I not on camera? A special recipe, more so as it's just the recipe that I use to make my coffee every morning.
Okay.
What do you guys mean recipe?
Certain parts water to certain parts coffee grounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has the traditional, like a Mr. Coffee type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't
recipe is a strong word for how much water you put in your coffee maker, don't you think? All due respect.
If you got here at 10, you probably would be in a position to criticize Randy. But you're not.
Yeah, I'm with Randy. I know what he's saying. Yeah, portion control. Like, are you adding? Maybe Randy Bud does more beans or more ground up roast in his than say I would, or less, or more water or something like that. So I get it, Randy.
Is this stuff ground? What is it? What are we looking at? The stuff you made today?
Pre-ground.
Pre-ground.
Yeah. You mean like versus whole bean?
Yeah.
I don't think Folgers is in the whole bean business.
Really?
Yeah, we'll get to it, but they have a whole bean product that they make, and you will be surprised what it is.
Well, thank you. The coffee's great.
Yeah.
Feels
John,
good.
It is good, man. Yeah,
I know you like a milder coffee, usually a milder roast. Our next one we'll try is the coffee house blend. That's like sort of medium to dark.
Oh, we're trying a few different blends.
We'll try a couple.
This is great.
Yeah, this is a breakfast blend.
Okay.
I'll tell you who's not.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. This is good. Who is not happy listening right now?
Who's that?
Our guy Sammy at Operation
Oh,
Coffee.
Operation Coffee.
He's making the competition is what we're peddling.
I don't think he's.
No, I'm joking. He obviously is. I guarantee he's laughing about it.
Yeah.
And that coffee, by the way, Emma approved.
There you go, Sam. See,
which takes because I'll always, we'll get coffees at the radio station or whatever else that I bring home, and she's typically pretty critical. But that stuff she signed off on,
and this is
pretty good, man.
This is not that episode. This is the Folgers episode.
Totally, I'm just saying, our guy. I mean, Folgers. Our guy's not worried about Folgers. Folgers isn't worried about our guy.
Nobody's sweating on each side.
Folgers is like, how dare they?
They brought her off that Operation Coffee.
You were Sean. You were in the middle of a story. You were telling us something.
Yeah.
It's not even.
It's just normal. You get frustrated with technology and flip out.
Yeah, this one was bad because I thought last night I had it prepped with my whole life. There's been a bumper in the road with printing. It's just always I just can't I can't do. I have a wireless printer.
Just to be clear, would you say it's a bump in the road or a bumper?
Did I say bumper?
Did a bumper fall off a car in front of you, or would it be the actual bump?
Or like a bumper at bowling where it kind of keeps
you know
you
what's
on.
funny, man? That's how he is so keyed in. He's just, his brain is like, let's just listen. Even though everybody got what I did, let's just find.
It's a novel thing to be doing on a podcast.
Who cares?
Let's just listen.
So now let's railroad. You know what? Story over. Story over. I'm not talking about it.
Oh, please.
Because I said bumper.
Come on, man.
Now the whole thing's
please
railroaded.
tell us about how
Momentum
you
is
got
gone.
mad at a printer.
So listen, it's a tough.
It's just I had it prepped last night, but the thing's loud. Heather's asleep. So she's like, don't stop running that thing. I'm like, all right, I'll do it this morning. And so it shoots out paper, but no words are on it. And I changed the cartridges.
And the words are
it's
key.
I would think that's the main idea with hence the printing. The
Sort of
print.
what I was getting at earlier. Words are key.
Yeah.
Bumper versus bump.
Thank you. So I would pay somebody $500 to come over and just get it where I would do it. But I don't even know
Sure,
who
that person exists.
Yeah, that person
$500.
exists.
It's just So and then I got to do the handwritten notes, and it's just not as good, and it just infuriates me because I know it's easy. I know it's something as like, oh yeah, just turn that thing or just hit this button, and once it's off the phone and it's on desktops or laptops, I'm doomed.
What have you tried? Did you look stuff up? Did you Google? Did you chat GPT?
I Googled, yeah.
Okay.
I Googled it.
Just ask Heather.
It's just she doesn't know, which that started a fight. Cause I'm like, you work on desktops. So you out of all people should know, which is like, yeah, but I work on my desktop. And so it just was a rough morning. It was a rough morning. It was a lot of yelling.
Yeah.
Gus got mad. He ran to the basement, which he can't walk. So that's a whole thing now. It's a big mess. So I got what I needed here.
If we can't explore the bumper bump thing, I'll tell you this. I understand. I get why you're frustrated, and I understand that. But
do you ever have that? You guys run into that with like something that this is an easy thing to fix. You probably like, this is not that hard, and I can't get to the next thing.
Yeah.
With what, Google Drive or I don't know.
It makes you angry. It does.
Okay, so at least it's not healthy to be upset, but you can understand why the frustration is there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind when you get upset over technology because I get upset over technology. You sometimes take it to another level where it's like I quit the podcast or I'm not going to do the Nateland show because I don't know how to send an email attachment. I feel like that's the only. It's like usually it get you elevated to a little bit higher level.
I agree. I do fly off the handle and say absurd things, which is stupid, and I need to stop because that's not good for anybody to fly off the handle. So mini fly off. So we're gonna get it. $500. I swear that's my offer out there to just let it
dude. Yeah, we'll take care of you, man.
That's fine. I'll get through it. Just printer.
You know who'd be good for that when he comes into town? Brendan Eyre is really good at that sort of thing.
Is he really?
Oh,
he's very, very good at any of that sort of technology.
See that.
And he's just smart. I mean, that guy's just one of those, like, ask him anything, he seems to have the
it's not like, he has a genius level IQ.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think he's a quantified genius. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that, man.
Yeah. Says some stupid stuff, though, for a genius.
Yeah.
Called me up one time. He was selling T-shirts.
I already know I'm on Brendan's side, but go ahead.
Well, okay.
I don't know the story.
He called me up and I knew where he was going. And he said, hey, man, I'm selling some new T-shirts. And his last name is Eyre.
Yeah.
And like Jane Eyre, the author. Mm-hmm. And he said, man, I got these T-shirts printed up. It's sort of like Eyre, like Jane Eyre or like Wuthering Heights or something. Or like, wait, Jane Eyre didn't write Wuthering Heights. I don't think so. But no, she didn't. But it's like Jane Eyre. It was a play on Jane Eyre, who's an author, a famous author, a pretty
deep cut.
Yeah, pretty. And I said, oh, cool. Where are you selling these T-shirts this weekend? The Tulsa Looney Bin.
That is really good.
You still on Brendan's side on this one?
No. Wuthering Heights was Emily Bronte.
Okay. The Bronte sisters. Yeah.
Anytime the punchline's a comedy club, it's always fun to use the Looney Bin. And no offense, it's not a shot at the Looney.
I love the Tulsa Looney Bin. Yeah, but it's not payoff. Especially at that time, I have had a blast in the Looney Bin clubs, and our friend Jeff Jones passed away a few years ago. Him and Larry started that. Larry and Terry all started that chain, and I've had a blast there. But it's like they're the typical comics at the Looney Bin, just the name itself implies, but it's usually not a highbrow crowd.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got it. This actually goes back to Bumper, what I was going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Jane Eyre is a book by Charlotte Bronte.
Jane Eyre is a book by, so Jane Eyre's not an author, so I'm dumb. Yeah.
Correct.
Jane Eyre is an author, is not an author. Charlotte Bronte is an author.
Charlotte Bronte, it's a novel.
Wrote a novel called Jane Eyre. Yeah, which I should have read, but I haven't. So
makes his reference an even deeper cut.
It's an even deeper
if
cut.
You ask me.
And I was circling it with Wuthering Heights was somewhat related to the Bronte sisters, but yeah, I was pretty stupid on that one.
At least you didn't say bumper in the road.
Yeah, you know what?
I'll admit that's still worse.
The reason
I hit a quarter panel in the road on that one, and I just I don't know what.
You probably actually did, though.
What I was going to say is,
Greg probably did hit a quarter panel on the road. That is true, everybody. Randy's on it. He
probably the
it.
quarter panel that came off of my car is what you're saying.
That's probably, I hit that bumper in the road. So it all glues together.
What I was going to say, what I've been trying to say for, 15 minutes at this point.
Go ahead, Timmy.
Sean, you got anything?
Randy.
Don't encourage him.
He liked it.
He did like it.
It's dumb. I think you have to, I always think, you have to correct the person, because otherwise I think a listener is focused in on that and they're not even paying attention because whatever. So I always said, on radio, if I say something wrong, correct me.
Yeah.
Because otherwise people are racing to correct you or whatever. That's why as soon as I saw the Jane Eyre thing, I was like, say it, because otherwise the person they're writing their comment,
You're
or they're
right,
typing
man.
their email,
and they're like
get it out.
Yeah, and then they're like, are they all three or all four of them stupid?
Yeah,
no,
that's
on
true.
That
they
case,
all went
it was
with
just
it.
Sean.
The one I hear on TV the most, and I'm talking about like big shows. Like I'm talking TV. I've heard I could care less 2 dozen times.
Yeah.
That one gets me going. I couldn't care less.
I know.
The amount of people are like, I could, but I'm not like stopping the show being like.
But the thing is, that one, it's like, it's been wrong. You're right. It's been wrong so much that now people know what you mean when you say it.
Agreed.
It's almost like traveling in the NBA. It's
just accept it.
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
I'm so funny you said that. I watched the NBA the other day, and boy, it is egregious.
Oh yeah.
Some guy walked from the foul line, and I'm like, oh, he's just being he sarcastically wants to get it. It's like,
my friend Paul Taylor,
clean play.
You've met Paul. He lives in Cincinnati, but his dad Art will just sit there the entire game and call fouls on the traveling. Like, Dad, I know that you're right, but they're not going to change. Like, he's walking. That's steps. He's like the whole game. He calls them.
Counting them.
Yeah,
dude, I was watching you guys play hoops on the ship. Oh man, I wish I got in there. Bad. Oh, I would have rung every one of you guys up.
I'm so bad. God.
Nate actually seemed to be
Nate's
somewhat okay.
Here's the thing about Nate, man.
Nate seemed like
Nate's a pretty good athlete, man. Like he is with the hand-eye stuff. He's good at almost everything.
I've always said that. I think Nate's one of the best athletes I've ever seen.
No, I mean
very clear.
Tim does put it out there a lot.
And Chris was a pretty good basketball player.
Chris, he's tall, which is a big advantage.
He's in flip-flops too.
Out
there.
Yeah, Chris can play basketball.
Greg and Mike Vecchione were like wrestling / playing basketball.
Mike's better than I am. I'm so bad. And then Mike, they always put Mike guarding me, and it's like having a truck. Mike is just strong and thick and big. It's like you just can't get away from him. It's just having a truck hit you every 2 seconds, man.
By the way, speaking of that, because people email me this, I've probably had a dozen emails, and this is from Vecchione. From Vecchione, Greg would destroy me in wrestling. Not a shot.
Yeah,
he told me that. He goes, no, he didn't say it like, hey, we're going to make this fun. He goes, he told me, he goes, you don't get it. You don't get it. He's like, that guy, it's not like how he's built or what he looks like. He's like, he's got like this ox strength that will just overpower. Like he went into this detail where I'm like, yeah, you're right. Greg would probably. Okay. I was like, I get it now. I get it. So we can put it to rest.
Yeah.
Mike said it. Greg wins.
True. I honestly don't.
Maybe not
both
today.
of us would probably have a heart attack. Yeah.
Maybe not today, but in your primes, you'd have wasted it.
In my prime, I have always contended there. I was a much better wrestler than Mike.
Today, Mike's in.
But Mike was good. Like Mike was, I think he was second in Florida in high school. The whole state, and then went to Penn State and walked on there. Mike's just a maniac.
Yeah.
Because like he just decided, well, I'm going to go walk on to one of the top 5 wrestling programs in the country. Like coming out of college, I had a little higher pedigree than Mike. I'd wrestled since I was 5 years old. My dad was a coach. I had wrestled in some national tournaments. And even then,
I've been bullying people your whole life. They weren't the same thing.
considering me at Penn State.
Right.
You know, like I didn't think like I should go to Penn State.
Right.
Yeah. So he's
good.
Yeah, he was very good. And stays in shape. But yeah, both of us are pretty terrible at basketball. Nate, pretty good baseball player.
One of the best I've seen.
Pickleball, that's the one thing that I can play with those guys, and I'm not like an embarrassment.
Well, we got some experience,
that is the one thing of it. Like,
Us
and I'm
guys.
not great. And I had a couple. I don't know. I think it was Lachlan and Julian. Maybe they beat us pretty good. Or I don't know.
We on the boat or we?
When we were
elsewhere?
playing in
on the tour.
On the tour, yeah. I'm always like because Nate'll just play sports every day, and he's like. What about pickleball today? I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Because you don't get that winded if you don't want to playing pickleball.
And you got experience.
And I can play. You know, I'm not good, but I'm not terrible.
We had some good matches.
Yeah, we had some, man. We all got to a, okay level.
That was fun.
Sean, anything else that you want to
Yeah, well, I got
off
sick
about?
last week.
Yep. You canceled the shows with me, which is
it's crazy.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, and I mean, I know you were coming off not feeling well, and I'm like, why roll the dice? And so a lot of downtime. So I plowed through all the John Wick movies.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I think
never touched the John Wick.
No, it's a good
and
film. The first one's great, right?
First one is great, man. Yeah.
I think they're all pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, they're all
Yeah.
they're all great. I mean, you kind of just by the third, fourth, you kind of get what's going on.
They're not meant to be watched back to back to back to back, but they're great.
Yeah, which I did. So that was entertaining. And then out of nowhere,
Did you watch The Ballerina? Sorry, that's a part of the thing. It's the new one. My buddy edited it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to say his name and make him feel good?
Doc Krotzer.
Doc Krotzer edited the Ballerina.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he did Roadhouse, the Gyllenhaal Roadhouse.
Oh,
Right,
cool.
I knew that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched that, and then I was like, I want to learn to cook something. Like, I want to make something homemade.
Wait,
While you're
John
sick?
Wick inspired
No,
you
this
to...
is post John Wick.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm on this. This is not good because I should be doing something healthier. But I'm trying to make homemade caramel sauce or caramel. I don't know. There's a debate how you say it.
Yeah.
The TV
We'll
people
accept
say
both
caramel. I say caramel.
We'll take both here.
But it's very tricky. And so I'm on my 7th attempt.
Bump bumper,
And it's a bump bumper. Same thing.
Same thing.
So that was a lot of fun trying to make homemade caramel sauce. And you think it would be super easy, but it's all a timing thing. You have a 15-second window where it's got to be cooked enough, but if it's cooked too much, it burns and the whole bed is off.
Wow.
You have a 15 to 30-second window, and if you don't hit that window, it's curtains. Shut it down. New stick of butter. That's really the waste of it. The waste is the butter.
Yeah.
If you keep screwing it, a little sugar, whatever, 7 ounces of sugar, you can live with it. But I mean, I'm just chucking butter away.
Oh, man.
'Cause I can't get it right. So
Did you get
I
it?
got one now, and I think I need about another 30 seconds. It's a little light. You just want to cook the sugar enough to get like this char. I don't know. Don't kill me if I'm saying it wrong, but like what creates the caramel flavoring.
Yeah.
And then you have to add heavy cream.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't doing. I was doing like 1% milk.
No.
And the internet's
Whipping
like,
cream, buddy.
you are a mess. Move.
Get the good
Sell
stuff.
your house and never go in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that was part of the
leave
problem.
the printer.
So next episode, I'm bringing in leave the printer.
How?
I'm bringing in homemade caramel sauce.
So what are you
I'm
dipping
excited.
it in? What do you do with it once it's done?
Just eat it.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. For the first
Really?
time, you go right up. I mean, I haven't started yet because I haven't nailed the recipe.
Oh,
I think this one.
what's your intention?
apples?
Great.
Oh yeah, caramel
Great.
apples.
And then that's it. After this is it, then we're gonna try and go
I feel
back
like
to.
that should be more of a fall thing.
I know, man, but
it
it's
might
just
take
something.
him. It might take him that long.
Yeah, it might take me
right?
that
Right, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Halloween, I'll
It's
have
March
it down.
right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
So the
around
idea
Halloween
is-
he's going to
that's
be
great.
nailing it. Yeah, that's cool,
Yeah.
man.
That's
The
really
idea
cool.
is if I could get it down, this is my last fun treat. And then once the clocks go back, jump ahead, then I'm going to go back to watermelon because then watermelon season kicks in. That's what I did last year,
Yeah.
where I'm going to eat about 45 watermelons a week
Okay.
and then
Maybe don't
steak
do that.
only.
Yeah.
Man, I lost like 30 pounds
I
last
know,
year, man.
Maybe a little more variety.
Should I do? I'm thinking about a juice cleanse. I've never done that. Should I do watermelon instead?
I would just go with the juice cleanse, maybe.
I'm gonna try it. I'm excited. Let's talk about the game show. Greatest Average
Talk about it.
American.
Yeah, we watched.
Just premiered. Unbelievable. ABC on Wednesday nights. If you're not watching it, what are you even doing? At the time of this taping, we're just one episode in. Our guy Greg is announcer / co-host to the one and only Nate Bargatze, one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen.
Sure.
despite his performance in the
From the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. It's the only comedy show that also happens to be a game show. The Greatest Average American.
I mean,
unbelievable,
it's
man.
like we're there.
And now welcome your host, Nate Bargatze.
Very good, man.
What do you think?
I'll give it a
Unbelievable.
9.5.
Yeah?
I'll give it a 9.5. I thought Greg at the most, I'd give him, without knowing he could do that, I'd give him a 4. Like, I'm like, Greg just doesn't have the voice for that. That's
Yeah,
not
they
his
were
style.
in my ear. They were like, first time I think I was like, from the Nashville Auditorium. And they're like, no, you got to go big on this. You got to go announcer voice.
You went big, but it sounded organic. It sounded like authentic. It didn't have like there wasn't a falseness to where it's like, this guy is he's just selling to sell. I don't buy it. I'm like, this is clean. It comes off well.
We had to do
I
a
watched
couple.
it
There
twice.
was early episodes. There's a couple bumpers in the road, but
Was there a couple?
Yeah.
That could be my new phrase for the next 6 months. So long, 390.
It was great. Show was great. You were great. Nate was great. Julian was great. Just super pumped. If you guys
We're excited.
If you guys
about
aren't
it,
watching,
man.
you should
It's a
check
lot
it
of fun.
Did
Please
you
check it
guys
out.
play along? Like, did you and Emma watch and play? So Heather and I
Yeah,
would
we
play
did.
along and
Yeah.
pause.
Yeah.
Did you?
Destroyed her.
Oh,
Did
did
you?
you?
Yeah.
I nailed the game. And I got the clone answer right.
Oh,
That was big.
That surprised me.
and
I knew that was going to be one.
Heather is kind of a game show fan,
Loves it.
right?
Yeah, she gets very competitive.
Yeah,
Extremely
But she watches a
competitive.
lot of game shows, right?
Yeah. I don't know about lately, but in her lifetime, she's been pretty
Okay.
big in the game show.
Well, maybe we got her back in.
Yeah. Oh no, we're in. Yeah, I'm in for round 2. But I loved it, man. I did well. I would have won that $67,000.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I say this, I come from a long line of game show people.
Oh, really?
It's in my blood.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Bert Convey.
Oh, yeah. Was he Hollywood Squares?
Dude, he was everything. No, he wasn't Hollywood Squares. He was at the end of his career, his life, he was win, lose, or draw.
Oh, wow.
But he was what was it? Not Password. Why can't I think of the other big one? Bert with an E. What was this other big one?
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, Bert Convey, who's, I mean, everybody's heard of him.
Well, he's an actor. I mean, he was in all kinds
Tattletales, Super Password,
Tattletales and Super Password.
Win, Lose, or Draw.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're talking what, 80s or 90s?
70s, probably.
Late 70s and then
Late
80s, he was doing Win, Lose, or Draw. But he was also, he was on Broadway and stuff, but he was on, Charlie's Angels and The Love Boat and all kinds of shows. But then he crushed it as a game show host.
And
Wow.
and what is he to you?
He was my grandfather's first cousin.
That's, man, people,
Okay.
people will joke with me. Like my friend Jimmy Pardo, he's like, who's on this podcast with him? Like Tim Convey. He's like, is he related to Bert Convey? I'm like, yeah, he is actually. Yeah.
People don't know that. Yeah, Bert was born in St. Louis, and I met his mom one time. I never got to meet him, but when I was a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, he hosted To Tell the Truth.
Yeah, dude, he was about as good of a game show host as there was.
Yeah, that's
back
pretty
in the
big.
day. Yeah, so I always thought that's what I would get into when I was a little kid. But,
Oh, really?
you getting into it is also very
So your
fulfilling for me.
grandfather's
I'll see
cousin,
what I'll put a word in for you, man. I know these
Appreciate it.
guys now.
Yeah, appreciate it.
that would be your third cousin
No,
removed? How does that, that whole cousin game?
my grandfather's
Yeah.
cousin is my first cousin.
If you can't figure out a printer, this
three
is not
times
gonna
removed.
happen.
That's why I asked, buddy.
This is just
I'm
not
asking.
We're not going to get this. We got to get to the brand.
We are. Don't worry, Folgers. We got you.
My third cousin is my second cousin's. Sorry, my third cousin would be my mom's second cousin's kid, if that makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah.
So this guy,
It's a long. I can break it
There's
down.
a
but
once removed.
there's just,
type
I'm
of
just
thing.
asking how you word your relationship to this guy, unless you just said it. You just say it's my grandpa's.
The easiest thing that immediately makes sense to people is it's my grandpa's first cousin.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I want to do.
Technically, I believe, and I'm sure people are going to comment and everything else. I believe he is my first cousin 3 times removed. Because the remove means generations. You remove the generations, and it takes me that many to catch up.
Is he still around?
No. He died a long time ago. He died fairly young.
Early 90s.
Dude, I'll tell you, there's
yeah.
a bad thing. You got to watch those game show guys. They pass early.
Well,
There's a crazy thing with like you don't want to be in that club.
Come on, man.
He's not the main guy.
Putting
I'm
the
just
hex
saying.
on Nate.
I'm not
putting the
hexing
hex on-
anybody.
What are you doing?
Steve Harvey's upset right now.
I'm just saying, Google, press your luck.
Take
That
it
guy,
easy.
small plane crash. Very sad. Peter Travers.
Okay.
Good
It's
looking
not
guy.
Travers.
or Peter something from Press Your Luck. Ray Combs, not good.
Ray Combs was a comic.
Yep.
Had a comedy club in Cincinnati. Ray Combs Comedy Club. Yeah, downtown comedy.
He probably was my favorite on Family Feud.
Really? Yeah,
Ray
Combs. Ray Combs was a comedian, had a really cool comedy club that treated you better than anywhere, from what I heard back in the day.
Peter Tamarkin. Is that
Peter Tamarkin.
So he's a contemporary, old Uncle Bert's.
All right, the brand this week, as we mentioned, is Folgers Coffee.
Folgers Crystals.
Folgers Crystals is also part of the brand.
Yep.
We had the breakfast blend. We had all had a cup of the breakfast blend during our first segment, and then we took a short break and we refilled to the coffee house blend. The breakfast blend is a milder roast. The coffee house blend is somewhere between a medium and a dark. I know you're usually a mild guy, I think.
Yes, but from what I'm learning, and I'm not saying this with Folgers, sometimes the mild is more caffeinated.
I don't know if that's the
blonde at Starbucks is more caffeine.
Is
than
it really?
The Pike.
Okay,
100%. I think confirm it.
This is probably has more caffeine. I'll get to it in a little bit. Why? But let's talk about the history,
please.
Yeah,
let's go to 1850. Back in the day, when you would buy coffee, you would buy what they call green coffee beans. It's just coffee beans that you have to roast and then grind up and make coffee out of. And this guy, J.A. Bovee, out in San Francisco, decided maybe people didn't want to roast and grind those beans, so he would do it for them. He formed the Pioneer Steam Coffee and Steam Mills. He founded the business, and he hired a 15-year-old carpenter named J.A. Folger.
No kidding.
Yes, kid was 15 years old. He came from Nantucket with his brothers in 1850. Why might one want to go to California in 1850?
Gold Rush.
Gold Rush. There you go, guys. What happened was he lived in Nantucket, which is up there, near Cape Cod.
Yeah.
And they were in the whale oil business, which was a big time business. And apparently kerosene became cheaper than whale oil, so it was hard to make a living with whale oil. Can we talk
about what the whale oil means?
Yeah, it's the oil that you would get from killing a whale.
Oh wow!
And you really would use it to heat up lamps and to operate lamps and stuff like that.
Man, I feel bad for those whales.
Yeah,
it's a brutal business. But the Folger name is dropped. Moby Dick the novel name drops Folger.
Oh really? I for some reason I knew that. That's really part of.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So
also, that's where Starbucks is from, Moby Dick too, isn't it? The name?
Man, Randy might have to check that.
I know I don't know that. I'm associating it with something.
Yeah, wasn't there a Starbuck in like one of those sci-fi things too? And then there was a band called Starbuck, wasn't there?
You brought that to our attention during that episode.
Yeah, they had a sort of soft rock hit from what I remember.
Yeah, it's from Moby Dick. Starbuck, the first mate in Moby Dick.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of coffee with Moby Dick. So this 15-year-old kid's working for Folger. Him and his brothers went out to be part of the gold rush. His brothers went right out to the gold rush. He stayed and worked for Folger. I think he had to work off some.
He stayed and worked for.
I'm sorry, worked for Bovee. Yeah, he worked for him at the coffee thing. He worked there for a year. And then he went out, he got enough money together, and he went out to mine gold. But when he did go out to mine gold, they said, hey, bring some coffee and spice samples out to these mining camps and take orders. And at one point, he set up like a store in one of the more famous mining camps called Yankee Jim's. So he comes back in 1865 and pretty quickly became a full partner in the Folger company. Then he bought him out in 1972.
Wait, in the Bovee thing, right? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
1872, sorry. So Bovee's running this coffee company.
Yeah.
The Pioneer Steam Coffee and Steam Mills.
Yeah.
The
Folger kid
goes out and starts gold mining, but also
selling
coffee at the time, opening a store and all that. Comes back several years later, 1865, becomes a full partner
with Bovee.
Got
it.
Okay. And then in 1872, think earlier I said 1972. It wasn't that big of a gap. 1872, he buys out Bovie and it becomes the J.A. Folger Company.
Awesome.
A lot of stuff going on back then. 1865. Anybody know why that date might be significant? The end of a conflict. The end of the Civil War.
Civil War, 1865.
1865. So he takes it over, or he comes back right around 1865, and the economy collapsed. I think the American economy collapsed after the Civil War, and they had to go into bankruptcy. But old J.A. was like really a sound businessman. He kind of makes sure, that all the bills eventually get paid, which you don't really have to do in bankruptcy.
Right.
You're basically like, we don't have to, they basically forgive you. And he was like, no, we're going to pay back all these people. So he kind of solidified himself in the business community as being dependable.
You can count on him.
Yeah, you can count on him.
That's great.
He once said in a letter to his son, money making was always secondary to a good reputation.
Huh.
Sean, I want you to think about that.
That's food for thought.
I should really let that sink in, man.
It's all about dollars with you.
Yeah.
That's just the type of guy I am.
No.
Another guy out there in
for
San
cash.
Francisco was making a run at coffee and failed. Did okay after that. His name was Domenico Giardelli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Chocolate guy.
Oh, you got that right.
Good chocolate, too. He did pretty well.
Those caramel squares.
See ya. So good.
They are.
In 1889, keep going 19 when it's 18, 1889, James A. Folger died. His son, J.A.2, took over. He was only 26 years old, took over the whole business.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What were you doing 26? You were playing rock and roll music, right?
Sure was. Living in a van, eating peanut butter and jelly every day, calling it an Armenian
What kind
taco.
of peanut butter?
Jif.
Yeah, good. And you're a 2-2, right?
Excuse me?
Double sticks?
I'm a junior.
Man, I keep missing that. You're a junior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your son is a
A third.
third?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you went from your dad to...
He'll be sitting in this seat someday.
Yeah, sooner
you
than
guys.
you think, buddy.
Randy.
Yeah, we've
Love
already given him a tryout, and he did well.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He had some good bits
Randy's
this morning.
projecting 2 years.
Yeah.
He takes over.
That's fine with me.
Randy and I had him in. Emma brought him in the other day.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The research is not his strong suit right
It's
now.
not, but a better job on the comments right out of the gate. In the 19...
So that guy comes, he's 26 and he's
26,
running
his
the
son's
show.
running the show. Things start growing big in the 1900s.
That's called nepotism, right?
No, I mean, yeah.
Kind of.
Did he earn it? Can we just be honest?
For a family business,
If it's a family business, it's like, that's the thing.
sort of what
Okay,
happened.
I'm not pointing fingers.
Um,
I just wondered, from the sounds of it, he didn't have much experience. It was like, hey, dad died. Enjoy.
We don't know that he didn't have much experience.
We don't know. Okay, that's fair enough.
he
Fair enough.
probably grew up in it.
Yeah,
and,
that's
and you know.
This is a fact-based show. That's all.
Any early reads on the coffee house blend versus the breakfast blend?
To me, and I'm glad we're doing this episode. Coffee is coffee, and I know that's
Really?
insane. I know I'm not necessarily like proud of it. I'm not like okay,
No,
but like
man.
I can't ever take. Maybe it's because I'm always diluting it with stuff.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah.
I don't. If you
Sean,
put the most expensive cup of coffee next to this whatever, I don't know that I could tell. I would love to learn it at some point.
Yeah.
But to me, coffee's coffee.
Well, I think you said it best, man. When you're cutting it with stuff, that makes it a lot trickier.
yeah.
It's like drinking a whiskey in the rocks or a whiskey and Coke. Once you mix it with the soda,
Yeah.
you can kind of put in
Yeah.
whatever, and unless you
Yeah.
got a really fine taste for that whiskey,
Right.
You just can't tell. So I'm going natural. I could 100% tell you that I knew this wasn't a Starbucks Pike Place all day. Now, could I peg it for the Folgers?
Do you like this
Because
one versus the
I think
previous?
I actually like this one a little
Really,
bit more.
because it's a little darker. Usually, I
Yeah.
like the mild. I think I
usually
like
like
the
the mild.
early one.
I couldn't.
You
tell
can't tell the difference.
You know where I know the difference is how caffeinated I am. Like I know that, but it's part of the reason I'm so
Yeah.
addicted to Starbucks is because I know my dosage, so to speak. I know exactly how it's going to make me feel through the day. When I go to, we'll spend time at Caldi's sometimes, and I'll have one of their iced coffees, and I am flying.
Really?
Like their cold brew is crazy, and there's a
Yeah.
few others. So that's where I feel the difference. But taste, I I have no idea.
I mean, that's fair game.
But this feels fine to me. There's nothing. I would not complain.
Full disclosure, I sold this product. We will get to it. It became a Procter & Gamble product. I sold Folgers coffee. It was part of my, along with Jif and some other stuff.
Sure.
Pringles, Duncan Hines, Crisco. This was a big brand for us. So I learned a few things, and I did call a couple of my old coffee buddies last night and talk to him. Mike Zittel, my man, Mike Zittel and Paul Leonard, both experts. You met Z-Man in Bloomington. He was in the green room with us. He's the guy that has one of the best NCAA
Yes, I remember
brackets.
him. Yeah, he was a fun guy. I remember him, yeah.
One of the things they were telling, you hit on it. People tend to drink to caffeination. Mm-hmm. That's what they drink to. And Folgers, and a little of this is out of order, but so Folgers, there are two different kind of beans, Arabica and Robusta. Okay. Arabica is the higher quality bean. If you go to Starbucks or any of these sort of gourmet coffee chains, it's going to say it's all 100% Arabica. Okay. Folgers is a blend of Arabica and Robusta. I'm not sure exactly what the blend is, but it's probably 80% Arabica, 20% Robusta, I would guess is what they were saying. Robusta are a little more caffeinated than Arabica. So it's just something to know. Yeah. And part of the reason is like, this is probably more of, blue collar guy goes to work every day,
Folgers.
It's like Randy, man, puts
brews
in a cup of coffee,
Guy brings his lunch pail.
Yeah.
Brings his lunch pail. He's got his thermos.
Back when I was in the business, it was this, Maxwell House and Hills Brothers were sort of the three main ones, and a couple of, the store brand was a big deal too. Now I don't see Hills Brothers anywhere. And
Maxwell House is still in the game, right?
Maxwell House is in the game. Folgers is, but this is such a small part of it now, man. I mean, it's just, there's this other, the way the coffee aisle looks now, you got Folgers, Maxwell House, and then you got whatever the private label is, Chinook's brand or Kroger brand or whatever. And then a couple other ones, regional brands. That's like one, fourth of it. Then you have this whole section of whole bean, ground coffee that's gourmet stuff.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Keurig world.
Then there's the Keurig world.
I know
the whole Keurig world, which they're in, which it's amazing, man. And then you have instant and all that.
Question: do they make just Robusta only? Like, so Starbucks is Arabica only?
No, he just said this.
Yeah, remember when you were mad at me earlier for listening?
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
That's how this whole thing
Folgers
started.
is a blend of Arabica.
That is right.
Robusta.
I'm asking, is there a non-blend where it's just so Starbucks is just Arabica?
No, I don't think.
Correct. Is there just a Robusta only?
No,
That's
think
the question.
There probably was at one point. We had a thing called Special Roast when I was selling it back in the day, and it was cheap. You could get to a real aggressive price point, and I would say my guess is that was a higher percentage Robusta than Arabica, but I don't think we had an all Robusta. At one point, I'm sure they did, Sean.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because the Arabica is probably a better tasting bean.
That's what they say. Yeah,
why would Starbucks, Starbucks? Why would
it's a more premium?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Some people said, and this is a little disputed, but Arabica typically, I think, is grown in higher regions, like in the mountains.
Higher elevation, yeah. And Robusta's grown a little bit lower. That's not totally the case everywhere.
But Folgers' big thing when we get to the marketing, that every time in the 70s, 80s, and when they said something, they would say mountain grown.
Yeah,
like that's their big thing is mountain grown.
I used to be just in Arabica, then I switched to Robusta, so I made the Robusta move.
Randy loved it.
Don't. I got to go to practice, guys. It was a good game.
That's it, man. You always close strong.
I don't get it.
Bust the move.
Oh, bust the move. Got it. Yeah, good.
Well, you guys are struggling.
The whole thing is, man, and I should have just let you do that earlier.
This is literally a tale for all the fellas trying to do what those ladies tell us, get shot down.
You got to work
zealous, play hard to get females. Get
just
jealous.
Say it next time, because I was working on I was actually trying to explain a lot of stuff to you guys, and the whole time I could tell you're not listening.
I am listening.
No, you were. He was just waiting to do his dumb Robusta joke. Like I have a lot of dumb jokes.
Dumb?
But but at least just do it so we can.
Dumb.
Yeah. Well,
I was listening the whole time. What do you want to know?
You weren't.
Ask me.
Gabriel.
Elevation? I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Dude, you're like twitching. You were like literally twitching.
Yeah, because I was excited, but I was still listening.
Yeah.
Twitch is a DJ too.
It's part of what he is. That's part of what he loves Bust a Move. No longer with us.
Let's see what Gabriel has to say about your
I
Bust a
comprehended everything you just said. It's
Okay.
part of what makes me such an excellent podcaster. Vote Convy.
Yeah, you're great.
Robust to move.
Here's something interesting also, and we're going to jump around a little bit that these guys were telling me.
Like House of Pain.
So,
Jump around.
yeah.
Jump.
Yeah. It's good stuff, guys.
I got my one in.
Pack it
I'm
up,
out.
pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win, not to me. That's just get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up. Go ahead, Greg. You're doing a great job.
We're just singing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Thanks.
So,
All right, go ahead.
when you get coffee beans, the green coffee beans, they come from all over the world. Brazil is the biggest producer. Colombia, I think, is Colombia or Vietnam is second.
Vietnam's sneaky.
Ethiopia makes really good coffee, according to Matthew Broussard, the comedian. He was in town one time. He's like, that place, I heard they have Ethiopian coffee at this place. Let's go there. He's like, yeah, it's the only one I drink.
Yeah, that's there's a place I used to live next to here in town called Comet. And they always have like an Ethiopian blend.
Yeah.
Into that.
So you get all these beans coming into the New Orleans plant for Folgers. You get all these different beans coming in from all over the world, and that, you know, it's at different times, just different seasons, and the weather adjusts and the beans are different. So they have these guys, these like few guys in this room called cuppers, and they basically taste every one of these beans and they rate it. And then it goes into this computer as like, this is a 5B or this is a 6.
Really?
Yeah, because if you don't, you want to make sure this tastes the same in 1988 as it does in 1993.
Yeah.
Like, because the flavor profile can be all over the place. So they're like, it's a very, very sophisticated computer system that these cuppers dial in. So every bean gets logged in.
Computer system, but they're tasting
it and they put a numerical value on it.
And they're tasting it pre-roasted or roasted?
I think they're tasting it roasted. Yeah.
It gets roasted.
Yeah.
And they're just putting a coffee bean in their mouth.
That's where I wasn't sure. I think they actually make some coffee with it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they make some coffee with it and say, hey, what's that? So these cuppers are like, you know, they spit it out like wine people and stuff like that. Like they are very, very dialed in. And I mean, like, it's a very, very complex system to make sure that the Folgers profile, because what happened, I think it was in the 70s, they were losing market share and they couldn't figure out why. And they're like, well, it doesn't taste like it used to. So they had to really, really dial it in.
Boy, they had to be really careful what they had to eat that day.
Yeah.
When you're in that game, I'm sure there's a strategy of when you brush your teeth,
garlic,
what you had for bread. Yeah, a lot of garlic powder.
I bet you they weren't letting people wear cologne in there either.
I will agree with that. The cologne would probably screw up their whole, you know, what's it called? Your scent
flavor profile.
Olfactory. There we go.
Yeah. The olfactory actually shut down in pretty weak. Let's get back to the history. In the 1900s, they had a lot of growth, mostly due to a salesman named...
In the 1900s, they crushed it that century.
Yeah, well, I guess starting in the early 1900s, things started going good. A guy named Frank P. Atha, or Atha, I think it's Atha. He opened a plant in Texas. He was a Texas guy. He's like, let's get this stuff out there. And it started going crazy. 1960, they moved most of their stuff to the New Orleans plant, which is where they make it today. That was due to some Central American shipping routes. Kansas City, our neighbor, had a Folgers plant for about 100 years, from like 1909 to 2008. I remember them talking about it at Procter & Gamble. I don't remember us ever getting coffee shipped from Kansas City. I'm wondering if it was a roasting plant, if they roasted the beans there and then sent them down to New Orleans. Because I remember getting our trucks out of New Orleans, I think.
But no, it's not there. They've been out of it for a while.
They've been out, yeah, since like 2008. But it was a big part of Kansas City. Like, people talk about like the whole city smelled like coffee. Like, if you're around a coffee plant, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I remember being around one in Houston. It was the Maryland Club coffee plant. We bought that brand at one point. Procter & Gamble bought them in 1963. And then they were sold to Smuckers in 2008. This was interesting. This is kind of a fun story. Not fun for some. So I knew a bunch of these guys that were still around at that time, these guys I worked with. And Procter & Gamble was getting out of the food business. And they were like, hey, we're going to get rid of Folgers. And a guy, I think his name, Jamie Agasti, was a sales guy, marketing guy, really, really bright guy. He's like, hey, I'm going to go get some funding. I'm going to buy it. And we're just going to run it as our own, the Folgers Coffee Company. We're going to spin it off. I think I talked about that in some other podcasts. So it's just going to be the Folgers Coffee Company. So they made a deal. They got all this stuff going. Guys like my friend Paul Leonard were like, I'm going to go to work. I'm leaving Procter & Gamble. I'm going to work for Jamie.
Yeah.
And he's going hard on all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're making plans. They decided, how they're going to set up their sales organization. They picked a broker. They're hiring people. And then Smucker
just wrote a
comes to our CEO, it was A.G. Lafley at the time, and said, we want it. As a sort of responsibility to the shareholders, he has to listen to their offer. They offer about $400 million more than Jamie did.
Jeez.
And they sell it. And all these guys that are like making plans are sort of left out in the cold.
Sure.
Some of them go to Smuckers. Paul was like, I'm not going back to Procter & Gamble, and I'm not going to Smuckers. Like, this was what
they had already split at that point?
Yeah.
Or left their
This is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I think Procter & Gamble made it right some of the money on some of the financial basis, but they pulled the carpet out from him. Paul was a little bitter. He was like, could you at least come to us and said, can you match can you go to 500? Can you go borrow?
Oh, they didn't even go back to him?
That's what Paul said. They didn't go back to him. I knew some of these guys, Paul, namely. I mean, Paul went on to do some great stuff and worked for other companies. And when you get to a high level like that, you're kind of moving around.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of an interesting thing, man. It was.
What could have been, huh?
Yeah. They
Folgers was independent.
Yeah, Sunny Delight was that, and I knew some of those guys. Sunny Delight went out on their own. A guy named Billy Sear, who was a marketing director at Procter & Gamble, who was kind of running the juice business, was like, hey, I know you guys want to get rid of it. Let me buy it. And I'll go get, some big bank and whatever. I don't know how that works, but he's like, I'll buy it. So Sunny Delight was its own business. That might have got folded in somewhere else at some point. I think a lot of times what those guys want to do is like, give it to us. We're going to grow it. We don't have some of the Procter & Gamble tax on us.
Yeah.
And then we'll spin it. And we'll all get rich.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, my old boss Ron Karpinski worked for Sunny Delight for a while, and had a blast with it. Yeah, they were killing it. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Let's talk about the marketing with Folgers, because some of it is legendary. The song, what is it, Tim?
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
One of the better ones out there.
Lyrics
Absolutely.
written by Susan Spiegel-Solove and Bill Vernick, and the music by Leslie Pearl. That's Leslie, not Minnie. And no price tag on her hat. Performed by a bunch of famous musicians. Richie Havens, Randy Travis, Bonnie Tyler, Paul Stanley, Aretha Franklin, and Rockapella have all sung.
You had me at Rockapella.
Yeah, have sung like Folgers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, have sung that jingle. Yeah, I've heard the Randy Travis one. I remember that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that song is like, it's legend. I think it's still in their advertising.
It should be.
Yeah,
it's great.
I mean, it's survived. Came out in 84, I think, maybe. No, maybe earlier than that.
Are there lyrics beyond that? Like, does a song exist?
Yes, it's like but I think they changed.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we're in a carpool today, or I'm waking up and I don't feel like going to work.
Yeah,
it's like I'm bailing hay, and then it always ends.
Podcast.
Yeah. Well, okay, man. You don't want to be here.
No, that was you.
Yeah, I don't think
you were the protagonist.
Oh, was it?
In that commercial?
Was it?
Yeah, 100%. I'm on a game show, and I got somewhere else to be.
Hey, man, I'm putting everything I got into this episode.
No, I know you are. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, I'm coming with everything.
It's a great one so far.
1965 to 1968, 1986. Messing up dates. 1965 to 1986. The year I graduated high school. The spokesperson was Mrs. Olsen, a character that they created. I remember this from my childhood. It was a Swedish neighbor played by Virginia Christine. Basically, the plot of all these commercials, somewhat sexist by today's standards. Some young wife would come over and talk to Mrs. Olsen and be like, my husband hates my coffee. And she was like, it's not your fault, honey. You just got to use Folgers. They're mountain grown.
Yeah.
And they would show the husband making ignorant remarks, such a pretty wife and such a terrible cup of coffee. Like saying all this, like all this stuff, and just kind of joking, like my wife's coffee, or like they have friends over and they're like, don't serve coffee. Her coffee's terrible. And then she'd be like, Mrs. Olsen, he just is so mean to me about the coffee. Yeah. And that was the plot of all this. Mrs. Olsen, and she was there for 30 years, 20 years. And she was a Swedish woman. She was. They had another character, Procter & Gamble did. Mr. Whipple was a store manager, a grocery store manager, and he would get mad because the women would squeeze the Charmin. Don't squeeze the Charmin. Yeah, Mr. Whipple was a big. So yeah, I think that those guys. It was the same company, so I'm sure they're like, hey, it worked with Olsen. Let's use Whipple. I don't know which one came first, but I think Olsen came first.
I'm looking at one of these old ones. Crazy.
Yeah. The other, you got the song, you got Mrs. Olsen in the 70s and 80s. Folgers Crystals, right there, Tim. Finally, we got to it, Sean. Folgers Crystals is instant coffee. That's just you take a spoon out, and you mix it with hot water, and you got coffee.
Okay. Oh, that's what Folgers Crystals?
That's what Folgers Crystals is.
No,
it's instant coffee. Instant coffee. Their big campaign was they'd have a voiceover guy and be like, we're at Louis, the most famous restaurant in St. Louis, the high-end restaurant. We've secretly replaced their coffee with Folgers Crystals. And then they'd go and talk to the people like, you like the coffee? It'd be like, it's delicious. It'd be like, it's Folgers Crystals. They'd be like, no, it's not. It'd be like, it's Folgers Crystal. Chris Farley did a version of this.
Funniest sketch I've ever seen. It's the number one for me I've ever watched.
They told Farley, and he gets this look on his face like, what? And he goes on a rampage. He fights people. He breaks everything in the restaurant. He's furious that they replaced his coffee with Folgers Crystals. It's a great sketch.
It's unbelievable.
The brilliance of that is just watch Farley. He has this face of joy that goes to surprise, that slowly rolls into this volcano red, and it's like, you son of a, He like stabs the sushi.
Yeah,
it was perfect. So funny.
That's great.
It's a legendary campaign, the Folgers Crystal.
He's like, what? Why you? Shut up. I
real
can't
mad.
watch it and not cry.
You guys got to watch it, man. It's really funny.
It's the best.
This was not a Folgers commercial, but as long as we're talking about sort of 80s coffee commercials, that U-Ban, YUBAN is a coffee that was on back there. And their famous one was... because they're at somebody's house or whatever. It's like, we got to leave. And her husband goes, I will have another cup of coffee. And then you hear the voiceover. She's like, Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home, and then it's because they're not serving U-Ban. Well, the movie Airplane did a spoof on that. He goes, would you like a second cup? She's like, oh, he doesn't want it. He goes, yeah, I would like a second cup of coffee. Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home on Airplane. And then if you remember the movie Airplane, like they get sick from some of the food that's being served. And so he's throwing up in a bag, and Jim never vomits in a bag at home. There's another famous Folgers commercial, 1986, Peter Comes Home for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they played it every Christmas for a very long time.
Yeah.
A guy comes home, I think from college, and he's got a baby sister, and she sees him, and he's like, shh, and they make coffee.
Yeah.
And then the whole family wakes up, and the mom sees her son, and I got tears in my eyes watching it last night because I just remembered how easy it was to make my mom happy if I came. A couple times I surprised my mom and came home, and it really
They captured
They
that.
captured it.
Yeah.
Now they did another coming home.
Peter.
Yeah, they did another coming home commercial, I think in 2008. It was a guy that came home, an adult son that came home from West Africa, and his adult sister, I don't know, probably college age sister was there. And it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
But the internet just goes crazy because they said that there seems to be some sort of romantic relationship between the brother and sister, and it's inappropriate. And then, of course, there's spoofs on it, and that thing went crazy. Everybody just
breaking it down.
Yeah, everybody
shot by shot.
jumps in. I think the key is she has he gives her a present, and she takes the bow. Those little, and she puts it on him. He's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "You're my present this year." And of course, everybody's mind is in the gutter, and they come down on him. That was 2009. Saatchi and Saatchi were the ones who put that together.
Nikki kind of had, not exactly like this, but that sketch she had about
her and Tommy
on SNL.
Oh yeah,
Tommy,
which was kind of that was one I think my favorite one.
That's great.
Of the close.
Yeah, there's another one her acting was so good in. I can't remember what it was, but it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, crushed it.
And of course, the Folgers can was used in The Big Lebowski. They were too cheap to buy an urn, so they.
Oh yeah,
yeah. John Goodman had the ashes, and they kind of blew away. I think at one point. Yeah. Abigail Folger. Anybody know who that was?
That rings a bell.
Abigail Folger was an heiress to the Folger family. What happened to her?
Ooh, I know this. Hang on. Tell me.
Murdered along with Sharon Tate by Charles Manson's disciples.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
She
was in the I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1986, Folgers got into the NASCAR game big. By the time I was there in the early 90s, I don't remember it being as big of a deal. Tide was all about NASCAR at that point, and those guys got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Tide does seem to like NASCAR.
Yeah,
that is
but the Folgers car, I don't think really stuck around a lot because we didn't get much. There was some stuff left over,
You mean like NASCAR gear and stuff?
Yeah, the Tide car would show up at grocery stores, and you'd be like, "Hey, man, if you buy 500 cases of Tide, we'll have the Tide car show up, and Ricky Rudd will sign autographs.
Got it.
Hey, by the way, all the store managers get a Tide jacket."
Yeah.
And we're like, let me talk to you about concepts. Apparently, a woman in Iowa found a dead baby snapping turtle in her Folgers can at one point.
What?
Yep.
I'm not buying it, lady.
Yeah, I don't know if it happened or not, but I think it might have.
Yeah, how does that play out? What do you call them?
Yeah, you definitely call them.
Number.
Probably call
But then, what are they going to think? What are they going to say?
It wasn't us.
Exactly. I don't know, man. They'll give it.
I could call anyone and be like, "Oh yeah, man, there's
they'll
a
want some evidence.
grasshopper."
Yeah, they'll want some evidence. Yeah, they'll get into it.
Yeah, but how do I know it's in good faith? How do I know it wasn't planted?
This is interesting, Sean. I told you they were not into the sort of whole bean gourmet ground coffee category.
You did tell us that.
Why? Because they have a license to produce another whole bean product that I'm sure you would enjoy.
Oh,
they have a license.
Yeah,
to produce another whole bean product that I enjoy. Dunkin'.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, Folgers, J.A. Smucker, they make, if you're buying Dunkin' in the store,
get out of town.
Not in Dunkin' Donuts, but if you're buying Dunkin' in the store, it's getting made down in New Orleans.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But not in the store. They got nothing to do with that business.
The stuff in the store is that's Dunkin'. But yeah, Dunkin' was probably like, hey, we don't know anything about selling coffee to grocery stores.
Right.
And, we don't have the sales organization. We have all that.
But we got a brand.
So we got a great brand, and we're going to give you a license. You pay us a licensing fee, and you go after it,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
As I look at the classic, the crystals.
Yeah.
Because you can do it hot or cold. You can also just add ice and cold water and have cold coffee. What's the knock on this stuff? You told me the ads where they sneak it in. Why isn't it? Just seems so easy and convenient. What are you losing?
I would bet it's not as good.
It isn't, man.
Yeah, I don't think instant coffee is as good as brewed coffee.
Yeah,
I mean, in a
just
pinch.
Someone's gonna have to sit me down and teach me, what to look for, like, hey, this is a good cup of coffee.
Part of what I was trying to do today, but you're not listening.
Well, how are you going to do it with just the
kidding?
Well, what I'm surprised about is they don't. I'd love to know how the K cups come into play in a national level. I feel like half the country is using a K cup.
Oh, I think 27% of households use, or 20% of coffee drinkers use K cups.
Oh, okay. So that's
maybe
a lot less
more.
than I thought.
What is it? 20% of U.S. coffee drinkers use single serve pods.
Yeah,
there's the number that I found.
They're passable, but it's not as good.
Yeah, I mean,
even if I buy a good K, like a Starbucks K cup, it's just fine.
And Keurig, man, it's a real complex thing. I think Keurig licenses all that. They own the technology. They own all of it. So they license it to people like Folgers to make it. And then they kind of have their own, like Green Mountain Coffee is a big one. That's Keurig's brand.
I always wondered about that.
Green
that
Mountain
makes sense because that's what comes with it when you buy
There's
it.
another one out there called Donut Shop Coffee.
Yeah, that's right.
That's theirs.
I think those are lower end.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, you can't get a Folgers branded K cup.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. It's a licensing agreement.
Oh,
yeah, you got to kind of get into that business.
So sorry, what did you say they didn't do because they were
over
doing
in
Dunkin'?
the
whole beans,
whole bean ground. Some of it's whole bean, some of it is like gourmet. I guess what it is. Like, and they used to sort of be in the Folgers whole beans. They had Millstone was the company, the Procter & Gamble, and that was whole bean. There used to be a lot of these bins. Like if you remember, you'd go there'd be giant bins of beans, and you'd go scoop them out and put them in a bag and they'd ground them. I don't see a lot of that. I see the bags that are ground. There's other packages that I don't see hardly anymore. We were the brick pack, it's like a solid. It's basically that, but it looks like it's just like a brick. It's the same thing.
It's vacuum sealed, right?
Yeah. There was a thing that one of the first things I ever sold at Procter & Gamble was Folgers singles. Those aren't around, but that was basically coffee in a tea bag. It's just a tea bag. You make it the same way you'd make tea. You just take Folgers and dip it in there, and you got a cup of Folgers, which I think we said was better than that. We tried a thing called an aroma bottle. That thing lasted for about a week.
Heck was that?
It was basically that, but it was in like a plastic bottle instead of a can. That used to be a metal can. Now it's a plastic,
Can you get the metal cans at all?
I didn't see any.
That's just, like everybody's garage has a Folgers can full of something.
Yeah,
you're right, man.
Lug nuts or
screws,
whatever it is.
I
wonder
if so funny. That's so dead on too.
A Hitman has like a Folgers can full of bullets or something.
Yeah,
I think so.
The backups.
Bad Actor has that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a can.
The back of a dentist's office that just pulled teeth in a Folgers can.
Oh wow, yeah.
You gotta do something with them.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how much coffee prices have gone through the roof.
Oh, they know they got you, dude.
So when I was around selling coffee, it was a 39-ounce can. It was that thing, 39 ounces. Those are basically, I think the classic roast is 26. Okay. The 39-ounce was selling on the shelf, maybe at the expensive grocery store, like for $10.99 or something.
Okay.
On sale, I remember us selling it on sale. Hey man, $6.99 or $7.99. Walmart probably had it on the shelf every day for like $7.99 or $8.99. You could get a 39-ounce can of coffee. It was less than $10. I know that. And there was places you'd get a $5.99. They'd blow it out for a big sale. 26-ounce. That's what I bought. Okay. Not 39, 26. $15.29 today. So this is like late 90s versus now, which is a lot of time. But coffee has gone through the roof.
Yeah,
man. And when we would have a price increase on coffee, like there were guys that sat on the 7th floor at Procter & Gamble, and their job was just to look at coffee futures, is just to analyze when to buy. Like, when is this thing going to go? And man, sometimes we'd get it right and you'd make a ton of money. It's like, okay, we're buying, and it goes up, and you own it. You own it at a lower price for like the next year. I think we talked about Southwest Airlines had made a really good fuel buy early in the game. Remember that? They made like a really, and that's how they kept prices low for a long time. But yeah, it was a bit, and then sometimes Paul Leonard was telling me sometimes, man, it was not a good buy, and it's a rough one. But we would take a price increase on coffee and we would go tell everybody. And it was just a scramble. Like I'd go to my customer, like, hey, we're going to go up on coffee.
Yeah.
And be like, okay. Immediately they want to know how much we can buy at the old price because it's an insane opportunity for them to make money. Because they'll take the price up on the shelf right away.
Right.
But they own it. They want to buy, it's allocated. We'd be like, and it's just a big argument. And we'd be like, Paul called on Walmart. So, I mean, the money is insane. Walmart would be like, we want 3,000 trucks. And we'd be like, we can't give you 3,000
So
trucks.
he'd give them a heads up. It's going to go up.
It's going up.
It's not going up right now, but it's going to go up soon. And they'd go.
Basically say, we're going to go up next Friday.
And they'd go, let's load up right now.
They'll go load up. And it can't be unlimited at the old price.
Right.
Like, so we'd have to allocate. And I remember getting into arguments like, we'll buy as much as we want. And be like, you won't actually. I know you think that you can. And then they would be like, well, you need to give us. The funny thing back then was like, I'd talk to, and I had some awesome customers, but I'd be like, a couple were obnoxious and be like, you need to give us a better, I'm like, do you really want that situation to exist where we give you a better deal than somewhere else? Because guess what? If we're giving anyone a better deal right now, it's Walmart, and you don't want that. Like, if anybody gets a better deal, it's Walmart because Walmart took that 39-ounce can of coffee and decided this is a strategic item. We are going to get behind this. Remember Walmart when you were growing up? They didn't really have food. They started easing into food before these super centers, and just the regular Walmart started carrying a couple aisles of food. Well, that was one of the big ones. 39-ounce Folgers can, and they're like, we're gonna sell a ton of this, and we're gonna never be beat on price by anybody ever, ever. So we start selling a ton of it, and the grocery stores didn't catch up for a while. I remember going into a grocery buyer, and I'd be like, hey man, just so you know, like you're selling coffee at $12.99. Walmart is selling it for $8.99. And he was like, we don't compete with Walmart. He goes, we don't compete with Walmart. I'm like, you're right, you don't.
Yeah, right.
Like they literally, like, people aren't going to Walmart to buy food.
Yeah.
Did you see that several of your stores we were in today share a parking lot with like they for a while grocery didn't catch up.
Yeah.
And they're like, and Walmart just started, and then the club stores started doing the same thing.
Right.
Getting into food. So it's
I don't think there would ever be a price cutoff for the people. Dude, people are as addicted to this as they are anything else that people are addicted to. People, I'm telling you, half this country can't function without coffee.
Definitely.
So they'll pay. Like you,
but like
this got you, man.
This is the cheaper way.
It is.
Folgers and Maxwell House, and probably, like if you want to get
8 o'clock coffee,
Kroger brand, 8 o'clock coffee was the store brand for A&P. Remember A&P on the East Coast?
Okay.
That was their store brand. It's one of the few things, and all the store brands love it. It's like, people liked it so much, it became a national brand.
Yeah.
It was just their store brand, like Schnucks brand coffee.
I'm going to open this and smell it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It seems like something I should
Please,
do.
it's an aroma.
Be careful, man.
Can you get it?
I'm removing the aroma seal.
All right, man.
TM. Here we go. Not really.
Yeah.
It smells good. It smells real good.
Yeah.
It's not like blowing my mind. It smells good. I enjoy it. Way to go, Folgers.
Oh, yeah, man. It's great.
How do we do here?
Yes. That's an awesome smell.
Yeah.
You guys, I spend so much time in coffee shops. Do your clothes smell like coffee when you go home sometimes from
a coffee
Starbucks?
shop?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so. Not compared to like you go to some of those, barbecue restaurants or trying to think what other places you go and you're just like,
I've smelled like coffee. I spent so much time in a coffee shop before.
It's not as heavy for me, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we did a broadcast once at it was a donut shop, but it was a particular kind of one of those mini donut places where they're just running things through. It wasn't even like a fryer, but it was, all our eyes started watering. Like we had to leave. Like you couldn't be in there. There's a lot of businesses.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're saying, man.
Remember Robusta Move?
That was great.
Thank you.
Just next time, just do it.
I had to Robusta Move right out of that donut shop I was telling you about.
No, I completely. Well, it was going to lead me to I worked at a donut shop. That was my first job, man.
Was it?
And so after second hour, you're like, there's not a chance I'm wearing anything in here like the remainder of the day.
Oh,
because it just absorbed.
So you just make donuts naked?
Yeah, man. I would just walk. I mean, it's Hot Sean days. You understand, man? I was 16 and cooking.
Yeah.
Dude, I was running wild there.
Wasn't that a movie? Remainder of the Day.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
With Hopkins, maybe?
Anthony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
I'm
looking it up.
For no reason.
Remains of the Day.
Remains of the Day.
It was about, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Hopkins is in that.
Let's see here.
Yep, there he is.
He's a butler. A butler and a housekeeper fall in love.
Oh, wow.
We've all been there.
It is still hard to look at Hopkins and not think Silence of the Lambs. I just can't get him out of that playing. Ugh.
Never saw it.
Yeah,
You've
man.
never seen Silence of the
It'll
Lambs?
shake you.
Yeah.
Won an Oscar, I think, too. But, man,
That's
like him on the
strange.
bottom right there, I just go right to Silence of the Lambs, even though that's not from that movie. So
Yeah. He's been in a lot of stuff, buddy.
He's been in a lot of stuff. So
Sir, I believe. He's a sir, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Put some respect on there. Yeah.
Him and Elton John?
Yeah, they go conquer stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend Brian Hersey had a bit about that I enjoyed quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. What is it? You've told me. It's good.
If there was ever like a military conflict, and it's like, oh no, here comes Sir Elton John.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. It's not a very threatening military situation. I love the coffee business, and I didn't drink coffee back then. Now I barely drink it, but
you're onto it now a little bit.
Not much. Man.
Oh, you pulled pump the brakes.
I feel like it works, but man, there's always a harsh crash for me when I drink it, man. Like,
yeah, you got to be careful.
3 hours, I'm gonna be like,
yeah, you get the spike of the caffeine, and then the dip. That's
Tea
why.
seems to even it out a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
And you think every coffee tastes the same?
I mean, I acknowledge that that's not like a hill I would die on. I acknowledge there are differences, but for me, I don't have any. There's so many people I spend time with that are like, oh, bad coffee, or like, I can't stay at that hotel. It's bad coffee, and I'm just like,
yeah.
For me, it's like you drink the coffee, like you put more sugar in it, and everything's fine.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's what I said earlier. If you're cutting it up with stuff, man, there's almond milk, there's sugar, there's sweet and low, whatever, like caramel splash of this. I think it's tough. McDonald's, I don't care for, and they have a pretty popular cup of coffee.
Oh yeah.
It's
I like the
kind of
iced tea.
rough on me. So.
But it's more like for me, it's just caffeine for me. So it's just get the job done. I don't enjoy the I guess the ritual of it, fine, but
the taste, you don't like it?
I mean, it's
you
it's
put
fine.
the almond milk and all the.
When I have all the stuff in it, that
ice stuff or
the
whatever?
first sip is good, but it's also because it's like it's go time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here comes that feeling. I mean,
So that's why you're ordering me around this morning.
Because I was craving.
His
Yeah,
system's
I was in
all out of
bad
whack.
shape.
Couldn't you just have a little and then?
I could have, but you asked us not to. So I was following
You told us to
directions.
stay
Yeah,
sober,
shit,
and we
shit.
stayed sober.
I got you.
So I was just saying, I've done my end of the bargain. I wanted to make sure that you delivered on yours, and
Okay.
you did, and everything's fine. Let's do some
Okay.
comments.
Yeah, he delivered.
You want to do comments?
I do. Is that cool?
All right.
Here we go.
Do some comments.
These
man.
comments are from the live episode that took place on the cruise, Nateland at Sea,
Yeah.
which was a blast. Obviously, the Nick Novicki moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess some people enjoyed that one.
People went on and on about. Love Nick Novicki.
Nick's awesome.
They wanted to know behind the
Yeah.
scenes. How did it come about?
Nick's idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not something somebody else pitches.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, but
You seem like a jerk.
great
if you
idea.
do that.
And we got to get him on the books. All
Yeah.
the cruise folks. Like we got to do some scheduling. It's so difficult with.
We got some guests in the hopper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do.
We got a couple big ones. Graham K has a special coming out, and
Get him in
we're gonna
here.
fly him in here. Get him in.
First Canadian, I think, that we'll have on the pod. That's
Oh, really?
It's a big deal. We're going international,
Okay.
folks.
Yeah.
Vecchione, we got to get on. He's coming in town. We might, I've heard tell of.
I know.
I've heard tell of Aletha making another.
I thought you. I've heard tell of one of my favorites, Dustin Nickerson, coming back.
Yeah.
Is that
I
right,
know you're
Greg?
not happy about it, but that
I
came,
mean, I genuinely love that guy, but man, he just.
as they say, that came up from corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Nate's making us.
looking forward to that. Yeah.
Derek Stroop, we should try and grab him, man.
Yeah, he's got a Netflix special coming out soon. I think when this is out, it may already be out.
Yeah, it's
coming out soon. And so I'm going to reach out to Derek and tell him our offer is anybody from Nateland, the Nateland organization.
Yeah.
If you're affiliated with Nateland, we'll fly in. We'll put you up.
Yeah.
Tim is not going to be in charge of travel anymore.
I can handle that, man.
I may or may not be.
Tim.
You worried about me overpaying?
The Bates rule? This is the Bates rule.
This is, the Bates rule. Bates, that was an expensive.
He was worth it, man.
He's great, man.
Great episode.
Bates.
Shooting a special.
Going to shoot a special.
Sold out.
Guys, Bates going to shoot a
special. Sold out.
Is it already?
Don't even need to promote it.
That's amazing. Yeah, Bates is going to shoot a special.
But look for that. It's going to be, he's not going with Nateland. He's doing it elsewhere, which I thought was weird. But
no, I'm going to go watch that, man.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch that.
Yeah.
Proud of Brian, man.
Stroop would be one of my top 3 right now, though.
Top 3
I
comics?
mean, he makes me laugh real hard.
Yeah, it sounds like a shot at Brian. But
not at all. So I'm just saying, I truly, like, he's
1,
just,
2, 3?
Randy, number 1.
Oh,
Randy,
no.
number 1.
I didn't see that
Randy's
coming.
so good in that chair that he gets equal billing.
Randy hadn't really, I mean, Randy's one of my favorite people. The fans love him. He's a great producer. This thing doesn't work without him, but he's not real dedicated to his stand-up craft. I can tell you that.
That's all right.
Yeah, it doesn't show up to the mic very often.
Well, the guy's painting and worked on the 1s and 2s.
Yeah, it's different things for different people. Stand up.
Honestly,
you don't even have to defend yourself, Randy.
I just don't want to put the work in anymore. That's the honest God truth, man. It's a lot of work.
Tim doesn't want to put the work in anymore. He's still doing stand-up.
Yeah, or me.
That's not true at all.
I've been putting the work in.
I'm taking a shot at Tim just for fun.
Maximum Goodness said, I might have to stop listening to the consumers.
What?
After every snack food episode, I go out and I spend $25 to $50 on junk food in the past 5 months or so. I've put on 30 pounds.
You hear that, potential sponsors?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't had any situations. I've been laying in a hotel room eating any of it off my chest, though. So I thought I had some.
Oh, yeah. That was me, wasn't it? Or was that Sean?
I thought that was me. I talk about it in a bit.
I've done it. So
the other choice is I just buy a bunch of the consumers t-shirts and lean into it. I like that idea.
All right.
The Nateland shop, you can get them. Karen Cleet said, howdy. I gave the tip on using the fudge stripe cookies. Again, the brand was Keebler's on the boat. Using the fudge stripe cookies for s'mores. Remember that? I was thrilled to be called an artist by Greg. Game knows game. I have another artistic tip for everyone. You can also make turkeys with them at Thanksgiving time. Use the stripe cookie for the tail feather fan. An upside-down mini Reese's peanut butter cup for the body and candy corn for the beak. Super cute. Doesn't that sound great?
Yeah, that is cute.
That's kind of fun, kids. Eric, our buddy, who fills in for Randy sometime.
Eric's commenting?
He commented on this. He says,
takes its swings.
I need a buddy cop movie featuring Sean O'Brien and Derek Stroop, the two of them tracking a criminal across the country who's been sabotaging elevators. You guys,
that would be fun.
That is quite a duo.
Two guys that get wound up.
Yeah, and you guys keep getting mistaken for each other too throughout the course of the movie.
Oh man, I was so bummed out.
I might write that. I'm gonna get you guys a treatment to look at.
Yeah, man, he was with me when we drove in on the shuttle, and we had that moment with the crazy bus driver. I'd love to talk to him about that.
That might be my opening scene.
Could be, man.
Brian Bellamy, 8296, said Sean has used that word of the week on a previous episode. That's
Which
not
one?
True. The one you used on the boat. It sounded like one you've used before.
Yes, stick up for Sean.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I'm not gonna.
I don't think. Yeah, I feel like somebody else would have confirmed that. That's the only reason why I don't
agree
know.
with you.
I feel like somebody else would have caught that.
Aaron J2501 said, when you give us a recap of the cruise, let us know if Sean ever found an elevator buddy. Because you were offering it live. You were like, hey, man, if you want to ride with me.
A lot of people got into that. Right?
I mean, I probably... So it was either Heather was with me, which was fine, or if she wasn't, then yeah, every ride. Or I just go the stairs. I'd say over under 26 people rode with me.
Yeah. Heather roll her eyes when she had to do that?
No, she's a good sport because I was like, don't start. I don't want attitude on this. We got to get on. We got to get off. It's a serious business. When it's over, then I can take a beating. But I don't want this thing getting rattled.
Gotcha.
She understood.
God, that'd have been great if that elevator stopped with you in it and it was rocking when the sea was rocking that day. That would have been.
Would have been
over. I just would have pounded my head in the inside of the door shaft, passed out.
It's not going to help.
Would help. I'd be knocked out.
A lot of comments about my shoes. I was wearing the boat shoes on the boat.
Oh yeah.
And in the podcast, and people got on board. They liked them.
I bet they did.
Oh, your boat shoes?
I had those things. I don't really wear them, and I was like, I'm bringing these on the cruise.
Yeah,
and
they're boat shoes.
I'm not used to my shoes being featured at all on the podcast, even though I did get some new ones.
Oh, those are cool, man.
Brandy,
I like
if you
them.
want to get a taste,
Yeah, those are nice.
go to my camera, buddy. Show them what it's all about.
Yeah, that is fun.
It's a cool shoe. I like it.
Kind of old man, but kind of cool.
A lot of soul.
A lot of heart.
A lot of soul.
You wear those country club shoes or the boat shoes at the country club?
The boat shoes
Kind of ruined the joke.
Yeah.
You wear them at the country
Go ahead.
club?
Here, go ahead. And here, Randy, I'm going to clap so Greg can take this again. Go
Tim,
ahead.
country
Go ahead,
club,
Greg.
put down, take 2. Do you wear those boat shoes at the country club?
Oh, got him. Boom.
You got me. Robusta move. Michael Hanch 8365 said, great episode, gentlemen, and great picks on the EL Fudge and Fudge Grams, both of which are top tier. Back in the late 1980s, my dad was a cookie taste tester for Keebler. About once a month, he'd go to one of their corporate locations after work, and he and a group of other men would taste new cookies and give their opinions on them. He always said he was the biggest elf that they could find. The one cookie I remember him talking about and then seeing later was their excellent Magic Middles line, which featured a semi-soft cookie with a soft chocolate filling.
Okay.
So it sounds like he was like doing this. I mean, he said he'd go there after work.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like just part of a
volunteer gig.
Yeah, like maybe a focus group type thing.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty cool.
I love that they're all men. Like,
right.
Yeah. Right.
You can't trust these broads to be tasting cookies. What?
Boy, that feels offensive.
No,
but it's not.
What?
I just feel like broad is just hilarious.
Yeah, it is not a.
I know, but I feel like it's over the line. Like we shouldn't be saying it at all. But I'm wrong.
Because
I was being a character.
Yeah,
man.
I understand.
How many times have you ever heard me say that in
I know you're doing it. Of course, I'm not saying you're saying seriously.
It's exclusively
I'm saying
how
the
you
word
refer.
in itself is bad. Character or not, just the word is not a nice thing. I'm saying we can say it. Everyone agreed it passes the sniff test.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm wrong. In my mind, I'd be like, I'd never say that word in any context in the show.
He doesn't anyway. He used to always be like, a very pretty broad over there.
Yeah, he did. So that's true. Then it went to the lady. Lovely lady.
Very attractive broad.
The thing you want to do. Have I ever said that?
No. People know. The audience knows that I'm being sarcastic.
He doesn't, apparently.
Yeah. Well, they know, and I'm laughing at how much fun I'm having with you saying it.
Yeah, no, Randy's right. I got to get to Ludo practice. Sean?
Randy didn't say that.
Yeah, it was in my, we have a...
You guys got a special thing?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, he's an audio guy.
Let's take us to Sean's Corner, and then I'll do some plugs.
Oh, Sean's Corner? You got a lot going on here?
A lot of going on.
Not printed, by the way.
Buddy, please. It's just ruined. It's yeah. All right. The birthdays are cooking now. If I missed you in the last couple months, I'm sorry. Send it again. I'll do a belated.
What are you doing, man?
What
are you losing
You
emails?
don't understand, man.
How did the emails? Did they go away? What are you talking about? You don't delete emails.
You got to pump the brakes for 5 seconds. The time of you can ask questions, but then you talk over your question, which I can't answer. So if you want me to go behind the curtain, sometimes we have to record multiple shows within a week, correct? So what happens is somebody will send and say, hey, March 10th, wish my daughter's birthday on March 17th. Well, I can't because all those episodes, and then they're like,
why do they have to send it again?
Thanks a lot. Thanks for not.
Hey, but I got Randy again. Yeah, we got to keep going.
Samantha Vella has a birthday. She didn't know this was coming because it's from husband Joseph. So happy birthday to Samantha. Surprise.
Hi, happy birthday,
Joe
Samantha.
got in there. We got an 11-year-old named Henry. I believe it's Weiner. I'm saying that right. Henry. He's 11.
Hey,
that
Henry.
puts him at probably 6th grade. That's from his dad, Matt.
Happy birthday, Henry.
How about that? And then another one, Jackson Bloom, 11 years old, who Greg met on the cruise.
All right.
Jackson.
Jackson. That's a good name right there,
There was
man.
something about
you talk about that kid's going to do something in show business, isn't he?
Yeah. Jackson.
These
Bloom.
are, would you say athletics or show business?
Oh, I'd have to meet
Jackson Bloom.
Yeah. Either one. Or like
I think athletics.
a journalist, maybe. Jackson Bloom.
That's good too.
News Channel 5.
Yeah, man. Oh, I think national news.
Yeah, Jackson Bloom, NBC News.
Yes.
But in the email, it said maybe Greg can sing a line from that song. So there's some inside thing from the cruise that maybe you met him. And
which song?
From Kane Elia. I don't know. Just said, love the podcast. Happy birthday, Tim.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't remember the song. And that's my fault.
So
that's just wires aren't firing.
That's all right, man. The Elliots, Scott and his brother Dan, both birthdays
Darth.
within March 1st, March 8th. Brian Bellamy turns 41, so he's with us. He's with me. We're close to that. And then finally, I want to read this one. This is Sean, my daughter turns 22 on March 23rd. She was diagnosed with cancer right before her 21st birthday last year and spent most of the year fighting cancer. She is done with treatment now, and we are praying she has an amazing year and cancer is gone forever. We are so proud of her. We are both huge consumer fans, and she'd love a shout out. Her name is Isabel.
Isabel.
Thank you. So I think, that's obviously the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
and so,
man.
Thanks for listening. Obviously thinking of her.
We're thinking about you,
And,
Isabel.
praying
And
for you and all that stuff, because that's horrible. We have all dealt with somebody who, that's obviously very serious to everyone. So I think that's important to get that out there, and she'll fight it, and she's going to move on, get it behind her, and keep listening to our show at episode 390. Boom.
We're thinking
we
about
did
you,
it.
Isabel.
yeah, Isabel.
We are.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
So,
and
I think that's really cool.
get well. And we love you.
Better believe it.
Plugs, stuff coming up.
Plugs.
Guys, first of all, Consumers Live, do not miss out on that. April 14th, we are in Nashville. It's the Nashville Comedy Festival. We are at one of our favorite spots, Zany's, the Lab at Zany's. Tickets are on sale for that right now. It's a small room. They're going to sell out if they have not. Get on board, Nashville Comedy Festival, Consumers Live. Consumers Live also taking place in Austin, Texas at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. That one, April 17th, I believe, is the date.
16th, I believe.
April 16th,
I think it's 16th.
16.
Yep,
16th.
it is the 16th. I just heard from Randy. Anyway, join us for that as well. Moon Tower Comedy Festival, Austin, Texas. Again, doing it live. We'll have guests for those. Come see us for sure.
That's going to be a blast. Yeah.
Speaking of comedy festivals, I am at Gilda's Laugh Fest in Grand Rapids. That starts March 13th, so that's right when this thing comes out. So if you're anywhere near Grand Rapids, come. A lot of great comics on the fest, and I'm doing a whole bunch of sets. It's a clean comedy showcase that I'm on too, so come check that out. Greg, this upcoming weekend, March 11th through the 14th, is at Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis. March 27th through the 28th, the Looney Bin in Little Rock, Arkansas.
You going with me on that?
I think so.
I am booked at the Westport Funny Bone that weekend. Confirmed.
Oh, nice.
It's all right, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what
Is it a great club? You're going to love that place.
Yeah.
St. Louis.
And then this is exciting. April 10th and April 11th. The 10th, Greg is in Columbia, Missouri at the Missouri Theater, which is huge. Maybe a couple tickets left for this, but I doubt it by the time this goes on. And then April 11th, that's Saturday, Springfield, Missouri. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it
Gilloy's?
Gilloy's.
Gilloy's.
Okay. Gilloy's
These are,
Theater.
I think the first two theater gigs I'm ever doing on my own.
Huge.
Tim's going to be with me.
Yeah.
Are you going to be with me?
I will be there.
Okay.
Which is why Little Rock.
What do you think he would miss? The theater or Little Rock? If he had to miss one.
Yeah, I can already.
I mean,
tell
just if we had to guess,
he is not
all due
coming,
respect to Little Rock.
He's not coming to Little Rock.
Because I want to make the theater things work.
So, but we're talking. This is a big one.
He's not going to Little Rock.
He's not going to Little
because
Rock.
he wants to make the theater things work.
Yeah.
And I say nonsensical things. What that meant, I have no idea. But
he's saying the theater is a bigger deal.
Yeah.
And he
wants to put all his focus and energy in that one and not waste it on Little Rock.
His wife.
I can only get away so much.
Yeah.
You know this.
That
is true.
They
I do
got
know
two
that.
small kids. He can't get away every week.
Yeah.
Fair
so
enough. That's
Emma can't do all the parenting.
Right.
But the 10th in Columbia and the 11th in Springfield is a big deal for me. They're like 1,000-seat theaters, and Columbia is almost sold out, which is
awesome.
Pretty crazy. We're selling tickets in Springfield too. There's some room there, but they only went on sale a week ago, and it's just a big deal for me. Tim went to school in Columbia. He's going to be there. Should be, I imagine it's a pretty big deal for you too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to wear something awesome.
Okay. All right.
Is that right?
It'll be great.
Oh, by the way, side note, man.
That theater, yeah, sorry, it is. I'm super pumped. I've never obviously been on stage at that theater before. But yeah, spent so much time in that town, and it's and I'm just excited for you. That's cool to come back to.
Yeah, and make sure, dude, you wear your watch. People love the watch.
Yeah.
I've had
not wearing it today.
I've had 4 or 5 people at shows comment of how good the watch looks on stage, and they are right. That watch, something about the lighting, it looks great on stage. It looks good off stage, but it looks really good on stage.
Yep.
So I meant to pass it along to you over here. So I
forced me into buying it.
we paid sticker, but
totally
talk about that later.
We just announced a new punk rock Disney, Candy for the Punk, tonight, May 2nd in St. Louis at the Pageant. So yeah, come see us, guys. It's gonna be great.
Enjoy the pageantry.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Tim. Randy's going to be at these live podcasts, by the way. Did you guys know that?
Love that.
Randy's going to be in Nashville. Randy's going to be in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's coming.
This is great news.
Pictures are what? $20?
25.
Yeah, 25
plus tip.
Times are tough.
Yeah.
Those are signed, though. We are the consumers. Please avoid bumpers in the road.